This is the brand new Erling Haaland signature colorway called Force of Nature, or Force 9. It is an epic colorway, and in today's video we're going to talk all the techs and features of the GX2 Elite, talk about what this is for Erling Haaland, and of course take it out on pitch and see how it plays. Let's hop into it. So starting with the unboxing experience, it's a very standard silver Nike box. I went with my usual size 9 US. The GX2 Elite fits true to size in US sizing, 27 centimeters or a UK 8 for those of you who go by UK sizing. Now inside the box, you get the new string bag, which of course has this really nice elemental and sort of volcanic looking pattern on it. Very nice straight out of the box. Force 9 logoing there with the Nike swoosh in silver, and then blank on that other side. Then as we get into the paper, the boots, very nice looking, a very deep blue, almost like a midnight blue with these orange accents similar to the background right now. Really nice color combination, a little bit more subtle for sure than his previous model in red, but the new Erling Haaland Force 9 is definitely a cop. So this colorway is influenced by Erling Haaland's sort of elemental force. Basically, you know it's coming, but there's nothing you can do to stop it. As a center forward, Haaland's only goal is to put goals in the back of the net, put balls in the back of the net. And this is a boot that's going to help him do that in the Prem season. He is doing absolutely fantastic for Manchester City this season, and I'm very excited to see what he will do in this new pair of boots. And similar to Haaland, players who are going to play in these are hungry, focused, bold. They are absolute forces of nature, like this patterning back here, really representative of that super hungry and dedicated footballer. I really identify with this pair of football boots in particular because of the way that they've explained the color. I absolutely love that idea of being bold and being relentless and sort of being that force of nature. So very, very cool from the Nike brand. Now from a tech features perspective, so the GX2 Elite is the same in this variation as it is in some of the other standard non-special edition colorways or non-player edition colorways. It features a one-piece Gripknit upper, which is absolutely fantastic. It is one of my favorite uppers on the market. Super, super soft to the touch, and it's got this beautiful waxy sensation on ball and in hand. How they accomplish that is basically by pre-coating the yarns before weaving them together, and then they're able to weave that together to create this almost water-resistant texturing to it, as well as that sort of waxy grippiness. So it's a thin upper, but it's also going to give you all the benefits of having grip elements across the entirety of the upper, from here on the lateral side all the way to basically your heel on the medial side. That upper comes together through the lacing system, which is just an exposed Flyknit material. And then here in the heel, where this Force 9 logoing is, you have a really nice perforated suede here in the back of the heel area. It's very neutral in shape and in width, so most heel areas are gonna fit in it. From a general shape perspective, expect them to fit pretty wide, decently wide in the midfoot, pretty average in the heel area, and then a little bit more narrow and pointed, and as you can see, pretty low volume here in the toe box. That being said, I have quite a wide forefoot and midfoot and a pretty narrow heel area, and the GX2 Elite fits me absolutely perfect straight out of the box. It's one of the only boots on the market, actually, that I don't need any break-in time. So I can buy a 9 US and I know exactly what it's gonna fit and feel like. Then with all the other colorways of the GX2, the new Force of Nature Haaland boots come with the Nike Cyclone 360 plate, which does a really nice job on firm ground pitches of gripping into the ground, giving you that rotational strength back and forth, and it's quite good for cutting, as they're all bladed studs in a pattern that is actually really conducive for cutting and changing directions. So pretty good from the Nike brand here for the sole plate. The GX2 Elite is also the lightest Phantom that Nike has ever created. So for players like Haaland, or even a player like me, who of course is nowhere near as fast as Haaland, but I can always dream that these are gonna feel super lightweight on feet. And for those players who are looking for a little bit of a more accommodating shape and fit through the midfoot, but who also still want that almost speed boot-like weight, you're gonna find that with the GX2 Elite Haaland. I'm curious to know your thoughts. What do you guys think of this new Haaland colorway? Rate it out of 10 down in the comments section below. I'm probably gonna give this a solid 7.5 out of 10. Very, very good, above average, and definitely suited to one of the best number 9s in the world. All right, so that's story, that's tech. Let's take them on pitch and I'll show you guys what they're like to actually play in, and of course, how the sizing and the fit is when you get them on feet. Right, so getting into the Nike Phantom GX2 is actually really easy, particularly in this low cut model. Of course, you come with the Luna as well, which comes with that little bit of a high cut collar, but getting into the GX2 is actually super, super simple, and it's one of the most comfortable football boots straight out of the box, particularly for those wider foot shapes. So for those who have wider feet here in that midfoot, like I explained earlier, very, very easy to get right in, and it basically feels like a second sock on your foot. So very, very comfortable, and you can expect to have great performance straight out of the box. One of the critical pieces about football boots as well, you'll notice, is that heel area, because that really does wonders when it comes to the lockdown and the general comfort, right? Heel areas are a super big hotspot for blisters and discomfort during the course of a break-in process, and rest assured, the GX2 is one of the best heel areas on the market, in my opinion. It's very neutral, very plush, and when you get your feet in and you start to move around, you'll notice how easy it is to break in this heel area. The Gripknit upper on the GX2 feels absolutely fantastic in my opinion. It's only one thing that you might want to get used to a little bit, so make sure instead of just running straight into a game, you go and train in the boots a couple times just to get used to how sticky and how wonderfully grippy this upper is. It is definitely something that I had to get used to over the first couple training sessions that I played in the GX2 Elite, but this is one of those uppers that once you go, it's really hard to go back. So finally, talking about the sole plate, kind of the last piece of the whole play process and break-in process, there's a decent amount of structure here through the midfoot, which is great for players looking for that little bit of extra snapback and structure. And then of course this forefoot is very, very aggressive. Although I am currently training on an AG pitch with these, I would probably recommend this to be pseudo FG only. And that's just my recommendation from a safety perspective as well as from a warranty perspective as well. So you want to make sure you train on the correct surfaces with a boot like this, particularly when it's so aggressive and fantastic when you do get it on an FG pitch. All right guys, that wraps up my full review of the Erling Haaland GX2 Elite. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of this new elemental colorway, this Force 9 colorway, and of course, the force of nature. Erling Haaland is one of the most exciting players to watch, and currently as it stands, Man City aren't doing as well as they probably could be, but he is always a player to watch and to pay attention to. He'll be lacing up in these very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. And of course, as of dropping this video, they are now available here in store at Ultra Football in Melbourne and in Sydney, or you can go online and purchase a pair for yourself. Definitely a cop in this crazy colorway. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Make sure to go over to Ultra Football on Instagram as well and follow us there. Lots of daily boot content for you guys to consume, and I'll see you guys next time at the world's greatest football store.